What is going on, guys? Epic Video Game Master here, and first of all, before I start this video, I was gonna record a video. I had the time, I was gonna put the effort in, I was ready to go, like I was getting all amped up, getting all jiggly wiggly, and this happened, so, you know, screw you, Nexon. But anyway, this video is not about that. I decided, well, you know what, because I can't make a gameplay video, or because I can't play the game right now, unfortunately, and then I gotta go to school right when the server maintenance ends, I said, hey, why don't I think of another video to make? So it was occurring to me, you know, I was thinking way back in the old days of, Maplestory, way back in the day, and I was gonna go through some of the most nostalgic things about Maplestory, and we're gonna talk about it, the top 5 nostalgic things about Maplestory, at least for me, my nostalgic things about Maplestory. And then at the end, I'm going to give you guys a proposal of what I think should happen, and I don't know why it doesn't happen. And Nexon, it's a great idea. I have a great idea, and hopefully Nexon can maybe hear this video, share it with them, show it to them. So anyway, number 5 is going to be the Emaze PQ. Now, if you guys remember the Emaze PQ, it was this awesome place. You would go through this wonderful maze with your friends, and you would get potions at the end. Now, this was one of the top meso making ways for noobs back in the day in Ludibrium, because from level, I think it was 50 to 70 or 90 or something like that, you would be able to go through this PQ and get like ice cream pops and, you know, red bean sundaes, which you could NPC sell for, well, you know the amounts now. And it was really awesome way for new trainers to just, I don't know, make some mesos. I don't know why they removed this PQ. This PQ was amazing. It brought so many people together at the top of the Ludi Tower. Everyone was jumping around trying to find a party. It was also a great source of EXP back in the day. You'd get like, I remember at like level 70, you would get like 1 or 2% per run, but the runs were so quick that like that was actually considered fast. So that was pretty cool. And that's been around since way back in the day. So that's number 5. Number 4. Now this one actually stayed in the game for quite some time. This is the Monster Carnival PQ. Yes, this one actually stayed for a while before they got rid of it. This one, I don't know if you can call it nostalgic, but you can just call it more iconic. Like, Monster Carnival PQ was the stuff, man. You go there at level 30 and you come out at level 50. Like, it's like you take a dip in that water and you're just good to go. You come out as like Hercules or something. No, I'm just kidding. You don't come out as, I wish I came out as Hercules. That'd be awesome. No, but yeah, you know, you basically go in there and it's just so much EXP. Everyone's like spawning rombots everywhere. There's a bunch of like robots going around. You're just having a good time with your friends. You're trying to battle the other team and spawn things and try to throw them off their games and give them like debuffs and stuff. It's really cool. It was a really good idea. It was a PvP style experience, but it wasn't actually straight up PvP. We don't talk about Maplestory PvP, okay? We don't talk about Maplestory PvP around here, because that was a disastrous, you know, splatasterous experience. Although it wasn't that bad EXP, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, we don't talk about that. But anyway, Monster Carnival PQ was so much fun. I remember the music. The music will probably be playing in the background right now. It was so awesome, and you just go in there. I remember my assassin back in the day. So yeah, that was number 4. Number 3, guys, is going to be the Forest Golems map. Now, this map was really awesome. There was golems on every platform. You would be in a party, and you would basically spend a lot of your I think level 50s, 60s would usually train around here. I can't remember the exact levels because they keep changing the levels of the monsters, but it'll be up on the screen. But yeah, you would basically, you know, you would fight in this map. This map was really, really awesome, and you would basically just, there was so many platforms that you would actually train in a party, and everyone would take a platform. So by the time you clear out yours, they spawn on your friends, and your friend clears out his, and it was just a really awesome experience. You could actually clear out all the platforms if you keep fighting only at the bottom. Eventually they'll stop spawning at the bottom, and then you can all just kind of sit there and be cool when you're done your awesome epic training experience. So that was really awesome map right there. All right, guys, what are we on? Number two. Okay, number 2 is the Sleepywood experience. I'm just gonna call it the Sleepywood experience. Being a noob, being given a Sleepywood scroll by a pro and being sent to Sleepywood was like the worst experience, because you would basically get stuck there and you would have no way out. It was kind of like when you went to Show-A-Town to get your bathrobe. It was like the same idea. You would go there and then you'd have no way back. You'd have to fight through somehow get back. You would get stuck there. Like, people would come off the fresh off the boat saying, I don't know, I guess from Lith Harbor, and a bunch of pros would be waiting there sitting on their chairs, and then the noobs would be like, yo, where do I go? Help me! And then the pros would be like, yeah, yo, just use this. It'll take you to freedom. And in actuality, it takes you to a deep, dark dungeon of no escape. So, yeah, basically, there was that as well. Also, some noobs were even more dumb, where when they were in Sleepywood, the pros in Sleepywood would give them mesos and say, here, take this cab, or this I believe it was a truck or something, and they'd be like, all right, take that, and they would take it, and they would end up way in Ant Tunnel somewhere, and then they were done. Level 10 in Ant Tunnel. There was no escape. I'm sorry, my friend. You were done. You just may as well just make a new character and quit. So yeah, that was number. All right, guys. The number 1 most nostalgic thing about Maplestory for me, maybe not for you guys, but for me, was the Orbis ship. Yes, the iconic Orbis ship Balrogs, guys. Everyone would go in the cabin, and then, you know, you'd poke your head out and see, and there would be these 2 monstrous flying voluptuous beasts just ready to eat your face off, and lots of noobs dies, lots of blood was shed, lots of tears were shed, and it was just a fantastic experience. The pros would always be out there, you know, dealing with the Balrogs, those level 70s and stuff would just be like tearing them apart, but the noobs can't withstand the 8,000 damage. Those were really, really awesome. So yeah, those are my 5 most nostalgic things about Maplestory, old Maplestory. And I know this is not the fire poison video, but like you saw, I couldn't make it, so I decided to maybe switch it up a little bit, make something a little bit different. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys are subscribing, liking, and commenting. Comment your most nostalgic thing about Maplestory below. And also, so my idea that I had for Nexon is, just like the reboot server, why don't we get an old Maplestory server that's separate from the main game? It's basically, I don't know, version 62 Maplestory or something like that, version 61, one of those versions, and it's just old Maplestory server. That'll probably bring a lot of people back. It'll probably be more hyped than the reboot server, because it will bring a lot of people who have completely quit the game back into it if they hear about it, if the advertising's done right. Just like they did with reboot, if they do that, I would basically live on that server. I don't know about you guys, but let me know what you guys think about that idea. Just like the reboot server, an old Maplestory server. I think that's a really good idea. I think it's a cool idea. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.